Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh man. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's winning Wednesday. All right. Winning Wednesday. It is winning Wednesday. All right. Wonderful Wednesday. All right. It's Wednesday though. So I had done a live in a while. I had to do a live today. Go ahead and put it out there. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not doing the Emmett Till show right here. All right, I'm not doing the live. I'm not doing this live for the Emmett Till thing. I got that coming. I got it coming. I got all my ducks in a row, all my T's crossed, I's dotted. All right, I'm ready to go with it. But I got a person that I'm going to be bringing along for the ride. All right, we're gonna be riding this thing out together, laying all these facts for y'all about Emmett Till, and we got to get our schedules right. So we're gonna hold off on that. You know what I'm saying? Might be this week, sometime this week, but we're gonna definitely do the Emmett Till thing. We're gonna cover that case, lay out some facts that I don't think a lot of people even know about. All right, I got videos I don't think anybody's ever seen before. Right, so I mean I'm coming with it. All right, what Deion Sanders say? We coming. All right, we coming. But yeah, we're gonna do that though. But this ain't that. This ain't that. I'm gonna call this one. It's Wednesday, right? It's winning Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday. It's blow the whistle Wednesday. All right, can we all blow the whistle on the play? It's foul on the flag on the play. All right, flag on the play. Flag on the play. We got to call out stuff as it happens. We got to call it out. Got to. So welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. This is the Captain's Quarter Show. I'm your host, Milliner. All right. And if you don't know, now you will know I cover news, politics, and hot topics. If it's going on in the city of Montgomery or the state of Alabama, sometimes I'll cover stuff nationwide as well, right? But I specifically try to cover things dealing with Montgomery, Alabama. Since that's where I'm from, that's where I live, and y'all know how it goes. And so I'm very much in tune with what's happening, and I like to know what's going on in my city, and so I like to present it to you all and give y'all the facts of the situation, and offer up my thoughts and perspectives on the facts that are in front of us. And so that's what I do. Now, be sure to hit that like, share the video, follow my page, L Milliner, follow my page. All right, I ain't afraid to rock the boat. None of that. All right, so if you want some authentic commentary, some authentic information, all right, about what's happening, you in the right place. You have stumbled upon the right page on Facebook because that's what I do. I'm giving y'all authenticity. I'm being genuine about it. I'm not gonna try to cut corners here and there and try to spin something a different way from what it really is. I'm just gonna lay it out. What's there? I'm gonna call it out for what it is, right? And we're gonna address it. We're gonna analyze it. All right, break it down and put it back together. That's what we're gonna do over here. So let me go ahead and run a clip. All right, before we can talk about some things dealing with the city of Montgomery. Let me show y'all a few. It's about 3 clips, something like that. I'm finna show y'all, and it speaks to things going on within the city. All right, and some of y'all already saw some of this before, but it's good to be reminded. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be reminded of things that have occurred, and how far we haven't come. Right. So anyway, let's go ahead and run a few of these.
You know, Mr. Mayor, you were quoted in your 2019 transition plan When you're playing a defense, you have to react to what the offense does. But I think as a city, our public safety department has to go on offense. Love it. I'm a football guy. So I loved your reference there. But in any sport, our endeavor, something I train in my own kids, is to have that dog mentality. My mother worked for AEA for over 25 years, next to your father. Great man. I looked up to him when I was visiting her office. He had that dog mentality. He did. He got after it. He fought for what he believed in. In your most recent State of the City in January, in the coming weeks, you said in the coming weeks you want to provide a criminal justice reform by forgiving traffic tickets and second-degree marijuana fines. I need one more minute. When I first met you in Raymond Grady, fun fact, with Doug Singleton, we had the YMCA youth football, and I said to myself, man, he's a nice guy. I like it. You are a very nice person, Mr. Mayor. But for this city, we don't need nice. We need a dog to handle these thugs on our streets. Mr. Mayor, in any organization or program where the CEO has lost control of the area of their responsibility, the good CEOs step down because they're just not cut out for the job. So,
All right, let's see. We got one more, I think. There we go.
The 3 precious lives that were taken in the 3 hours just this past weekend. Amy Dix, a woman caught in the crossfires of violence on Friday, is paralyzed from the chest down. But y'all, she's praising God that she can still have the ability to hug her family. I love this city. I'm committed. I'm here today because with great challenges, we have great opportunity. Great opportunity for action and change, and we must come together. United in our commitment to combat this epidemic of violence, it is imperative that we take decisive steps to address its root causes and implement measures to ensure the safety and well-being of all of our residents. So to achieve this, we need concrete deliverables. So in response to the rising crime across the entire United States, the Council of Criminal Justice launched a violent crime working group. I will add it to the QR. I appreciate that. That identified 10 essential actions that cities can take now. Because a lot of the solutions y'all have given, they're great, but they're long-term. These are actually solutions that we can take now to reduce community gun violence. They are solution-focused, they are evidence-informed, they are community-engaged, and they are humanity-centered. I will send each and every one of you my statement with the detailed information on these concrete actions that you and we and this community can put in place, and I ask you to consider them. Y'all, I'm going to be here next month. I'm going to see where you are with the shoulder as stewards of peace and progress for Montgomery. Together, we can create a safer, brighter future for all. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Inslee. Thank you for bringing a solution.
So, those clips right there are from a city council meeting that happened last year, 2024. I think that was like around April, May of last year, right? And I had to share those with you because things that she just laid out, how many of those directives, those ideas, those solution-based principles, how many of those have been utilized by the city of Montgomery as of now? It's a year plus later. How many are being used? How many are being implemented to reduce our violence, right? You heard Mr. McCormick in their first couple of clips calling out the mayor, saying that he don't have that dog in him, right? You got to have that dog if you want to make a change as far as dealing with the crime. When you're soft and weak and pathetic, you can't deal with it, right? And then Mayor Reeves view, or in his situation, this is my point of view. I don't think he really cares about the crime, right? These politicians, they do what they care about doing. Like, they have no problem giving themselves raises, right? That's something that they're trying to implement with the budget, the new budget, all right, for the upcoming fiscal year. The mayor wants to give himself a raise, but we're still sitting here twiddling our thumbs trying to find out, how do we reduce violence? They're asking questions that they've been asking for the last 5, 6 years. Everybody knows how to reduce violence, how to reduce crime. It's not rocket science, really, right? It's not like it's something new and novel, and then they got to, figure out how to navigate it. It's crime, nothing new. Crime been happening, right? So there are ways that you can reduce crime in the right now, and you don't have to go to seminars, and you don't have to send your chief to Fort Worth or Dallas, Texas, to a conference where all the chiefs of police are from around the country, and they're learning about what's crime, how do you stop it, how do you reduce it, how do you identify certain areas of opportunities. Like, you shouldn't have to do all that. Why waste money? Why waste time when you can implement certain things right here, right now, and deal with it? But Mayor Reed don't want to deal with it. Now, I've had people bring up to me, hope my guy is watching. It's somebody in particular. He was asking me about a couple people. I'm gonna address a couple people. So one person was saying, why put the blame on Stephen Reed, right? Why blame Stephen Reed? Because he's the mayor. He can't be at all places at one time, and he can't stop crime from happening in real time. If you're in your house dealing with somebody arguing, and then you decide to hurt him, how's he gonna be there? Like, how's he gonna stop that? So this is what I say for that, right? If your viewpoint is, why blame the mayor for the violence and for the crime, then are you saying, like, you might as well say, why have police in the first place, right? Because police can't be everywhere at the same time. So why even have police, right? If you're cop out, or if you're gonna give Mayor Reed, or whoever it is, it can be Mayor Reed, Randall Wolfen in Birmingham, or any other city that's running into the ground. If you want to look at the mayor and say, can't blame the mayor, he can't control police, he can't control crime, then why even have police in the first place? What's the purpose of having police? The purpose is to serve and protect, right? So they're here to serve the community, which means when we call, they show up. That's the hope, right? When we have a moment of trouble, of turmoil, right? An act of violence has happened to us. A property crime has happened to us. We call the dispatcher, you call 911 operator, they dispatch police. That's the hope. They come out, and they'll do a report, and they'll figure out who's done you wrong and go get it and arrest them, right? That's the hope. Now, in the acts of, or in their duties, right? In the police's duties, in order for them to be effective in their duties of being police, and this is coming from somebody who's, I'm not a police officer, never been a police officer. I got a brain. I understand how things work, right? So this is like common sense. It's not like you got to have an expertise in a certain area to know this. In order for police to do their duties adequately, sufficiently, efficiently, right? They need to have numbers. They have to have numbers to do it, right? So in Montgomery, they have they've been budgeted. We're budgeted for, to my understanding, 450 officers to 500 officers for a city of our size. 195,000, 200,000 people, roughly. At least 450 officers, right? Let's say 400 just to be lowballing, right? 400. We got 200 or less. I saw somebody post we got 140 police officers in the city of Montgomery. Should have 400 plus. We have 200, probably less. How can police be effective? How can they adequately do their duties with numbers like that? Who is over the police department? The chief, right? The chief. The chief of police, I don't care what city you're in, the chief of police is over the municipal police or the metro police or whatever it is department that you have in your city. You have a chief that's over the police department that heads it, that leads it, makes sure that things are running smooth. Now, who's over the chief? That will be the mayor, right? Hence why Mayor Stephen L. Reed has said multiple times he runs Montgomery because he's called himself the CEO of the city. He also says he runs MPD. He has said this verbatim. So if you're going to say you can't blame him, why is he calling himself the CEO of the city? Why is he saying he runs the city? And why is he saying he runs MPD if he doesn't? Or if his job duties as being mayor doesn't call for him to run MPD, why would he even say it? So back to the police department. And back to why Mayor Reed, I feel, I mean, look, man, I feel how I feel about it based on facts. Based on facts. I don't believe he cares about hiring police. I don't think he cares about dealing with the crime. I don't think he can. Show anybody, please, somebody, anybody, anywhere. Show me something Mayor Reed has done that has actually made a difference in reducing crime in the city of Montgomery. He's been in office since 2019, mind you. So let's not even count when he first got in. Let's count 2020, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 6 years. This is sixth year. Can anybody give me one thing Mayor Reed has implemented, right? Not talked about doing, not I'm talking about that he's done that has addressed the crime, the violence, and has actually worked. We've actually seen headway, whereas it has consistently reduced. Not 1 year we're at 75 homicides, the next year we're at 63, and then the very next year we're at 74 again. No. I mean like a steady decrease. It ain't got to be I'm not talking about going from 75 homicides to 40 homicides in 1 year or whatever, like some cities have done, like Columbus, Georgia, pretty much did in a year. But I ain't even talking about something that drastic. I mean, just incrementally over time, you've seen improvement. Name anything he's done when it comes to the crime in the city and who's doing the policing. Thank God. I mean, hey, shout out to MPD. No disrespect to them, no shade to them. I know it's kind of like I'm throwing shade to them because I'm talking about MPD, but it's MPD. I mean, that's who the police are in Montgomery. But respect for what they do, right? And the job that they're having to do with the numbers they have. But I just got to be honest about it. So thank God for the county. Thank God for Sheriff Derek Cunningham. Thank God for Hal Taylor and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. Thank God for Attorney General Steve Marshall for bringing in the troops. Bringing in the reinforcements, because before the state came in and started patrolling, what was that? a year ago, right? It was like June, July of 24. Before they came in, before you started seeing state troopers and everybody, the county in the city so much, we were hitting 70 something homicide and it was rising. If the state had not come in 2024, or whatever year that was, I think it's 24, wasn't it? I don't know, time go by, things happen so fast. I won't say it's 24. But if they had not come in when they did, we would have hit probably 90 homicides. We was on pace. We was on pace. All right. And they came in and then that helped to lower the numbers. And even for like a couple weeks, it was kind of rare to hear about a homicide. I think we might have had when they first came, it was like a 2-week period where we had like one homicide. Like one homicide in 2-3 weeks. Right? But then, as time went on, this past weekend that happened Labor Day, it was 4 shootings that we know of. Four people got hit, one person died. The Saturday before that, at least one person died on that Saturday. Right? I think that Sunday morning somebody got shot as well. So, it's kind of picked back up, right? And the state can't be here forever. The county can't be here forever. We can't keep on like counting on these outside agencies to come to our city to police. We can't be counting on that to happen. We have our own police department that we, the taxpayers, you, me, everybody else that works, right? We pay for our police to patrol the city, to show up when we call them, all that. All that is something that we are paying for, right? It's in the budget, but you got outside agencies coming in because our mayor can't handle it. Not again, I think he could handle it. He just don't want to handle it, right? His focus is, let me bring in these corporations, right? Let me bring in a new museum, right? A new Black History Museum or something. That's what he's focused on. He focused on that kind of stuff. He don't care about the violence. Y'all Negroes can do whatever y'all want to do. That man don't care. Obviously, right? Obviously. Again, somebody show me different. Show me anything Mayor Reed has done in 6 years that has actually reduced crime in the city. In 6 years. If you can show me one thing, show me 2 things, show me 3 things. Like in 6 years, you should be able to show me a plethora of things that's happening that's reducing crime. I'm just saying, show me one, right? They can't do that because all he's done is talk. That's it. That's it. He doing what I'm doing right now, right? Except I ain't the mayor. I'm not the one that's in charge. I'm not the one that's the CEO of the city. I'm not the one that is running MPD. That's him. Like, folks get mad at me because I'm calling out and saying, well, you can do a better job. Why you get mad at me? He the one that's in the seat. He's the one that got elected twice. Why you ain't showing him that same criticism that you showing me? I'm just talking about what he's not doing. I'm showing you what he could do versus what he is actually doing, which is basically nothing when it comes to the violence, right? Right. Yeah. Y'all know. Let's see here. And I got to address that other thing too. Somebody else has said, let me find it. Somebody else said something about my criticisms of Reed. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about that too. Again, hey, if y'all here watching, man, hit the like, share the video, follow my page. All right. I mean, I'm giving y'all news, politics, and hot topics. All right. I'm not afraid to rock the boat. Okay. If you're looking for some authenticity, that's really gonna tell, like, just be honest about it and real about it, you have stumbled upon the correct page. All right, welcome in. All right, kick your feet up, relax. Get your earbuds in, your headphones on. If you're at work, make sure you got the earbuds in because you don't want to have this playing out loud. And you got me talking about the mayor the way I'm doing. You're part. I want everybody around you to hear that because so many folks actually like Mayor Reed, crazy. But you want to be kind of incognito. I mean, incognito. Let's see. What's up, Bowling? Bowling said, I haven't even told you the hell with which I've been dealing from one house across the street. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, bro. I think I know what you're talking about. Let's see here. Calling the police constantly, several times a week, sometimes several times a day for years. 3 or 4 years, and nothing ever happens. Constant vehicle racing, noise ordinance violations, city code violations. I've been trying to work with the system funded by my tax dollars, the system obligated to uphold the law, the system preventing citizens from taking the law into their own hands, and is failing and making much of my life. At my own damn home, intolerable at time. Oh man, so yeah, man, that's crazy. Like you live in a place, you pay your taxes, property taxes, your city, county, state taxes, and all that stuff, and you got neighbors who care less about your peace and quiet and your way of life and stuff like that. They care less about that. They want to make noise and just apparently break all kind of laws, right? State laws, city ordinances, what have you. You call police, you try to do it the right way, right? The way that Mayor Reed and them tell us to do. They made a whole public announcement talking about well, it's on the citizens as well. The citizens got to call in. Y'all see something, y'all got to say something. Y'all got to call 911. Y'all got to y'all see kids hanging out in the streets and stuff, make it known, call your local PD and do this and do that and follow up with investigations and like they want us to they put it on us like we the ones doing the crime. We the taxpaying citizens. They the problem over there. You know what I'm saying? The ones across the street over there. Make all the note. Go handle them. And then you call, and what happens? Ring, 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 ring. That's all. That's what you're gonna get with 911, right? Then if they do answer the phone, hold please. A few minutes later, what's your emergency? Hey, I got a problem. My neighborhood got this going on. Got that going on. Okay, is anybody hurt? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, well, we'll have somebody dispatched to you. 30 minutes go by, 45 minutes go by, an hour go by. You like, let me call back. I've done this, by the way, countless times. I've done this. Hey, I called about an hour ago about the situation we got going on. This. I'm kind of relay what I already told y'all earlier. Okay, blah blah. That's what happened. Okay, yeah, we got that already put in. We got dispatch coming out. They're coming to you, fast as they can. Is anybody hurt? No, still not yet. Okay, they'll be there. 30 more minutes go by. Finally, officer come. Hey, so what's going on? Yeah, man, they over there across the street. They making all kind of noise stuff. They saw you pulling up, so they turn the music down. They don't went all in the house now. But they was out here. Well, I mean, since they went in the house, I mean, I go there and talk to them, but if if you had any more problems, call us. Man, look, bro, I called you. That's why you're here. I called y'all twice already. You're here now to handle the situation. And now you're telling me call y'all back when they come back outside and are causing the ruckus. Y'all, I mean, it's crazy. But you'll be wrong if you, the citizen, actually try to deal with something yourself and it go a little sideways, then you'll be wrong because they'll say, why are you being aggressive? Why'd you try to take the law in your own hands? Why'd you do that? Because y'all ain't, I don't want to say like everybody in MPD or whatever, like it's not all their fault, right? But the situation has been created where they don't come in a timely manner. And when they do come, they're trying to rush and go off to a call where somebody done got a female that has been raped, assaulted, or there's a homicide, there's a kid that's been shot. Like they're having to go to actual calls where people have been robbed at gunpoint and stuff like that. So you calling about, a ruckus across the street and they're making a lot of noise and they're, interrupting your peace and quiet and your daily life. They're like, man, look, I understand, but I got to go. I got another call to make it to. And it's like, then you'll be wrong if you go over there and talk to them and then it goes sideways. And then they wonder why you did it. Because I don't get nothing otherwise. How about that? I don't get nothing done otherwise. Right? I told folks I did a video about the guy that came into my house. Right? I don't know that guy. This random guy walked into my house. We was having a party. There was about probably 10 people here. We sitting down talking. Somebody had left the house a little bit earlier, but they didn't lock the door behind them, right? So they had left out, go run an errand or whatever the case, go get somebody, and they were coming back. And in between that time, this random guy walks in. He's standing in the little area inside the house, right? The little foyer area. He's standing there. And somebody like, who is that? We're like, who is who? And look over, it's a dude in my house that I don't know. Nobody else in the room knows, right? He ain't saying nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He just standing there inside the house. So, I had to go over there. As I walked up on him, he stepped outside. I step outside with him. I'm like, yo, dude, like, what's up? Like, who are you? Why are you in my house? Like, I need answers, like ASAP, like real quick. And I could tell by his demeanor, he was mentally not in the present, right? He wasn't there. Nobody was home. So, police got called, of course. 911 was called. We ended up having to call again because, they didn't come like ASAP or nothing like that, The matter of fact, the lady on dispatch, when I called, she's like, well, what's he doing? I'm like, I just told you, he came into my house uninvited. I don't know nobody knows who this guy is. And she's like, well, is anybody hurt? No, not yet. Like, that's why I told you earlier, like, not yet, because I told the lady this in the phone call. Like, I'm not like, no, not yet. Ain't nobody hurt right now. But I mean, the dude's he's standing right here. Well, so did he break in? No, ma'am. He's an intruder though, because see, he wasn't invited. Like, it's my house, right? It's my house, not his house. It's my house, not his. So he came into the door. It was unlocked. All right, just by chance it got unlocked. He walked into the door, but it's uninvited. He ain't supposed to be here, right? She made it seem like it ain't even no problem for real. Oh, well, that's just an honest mistake. My honest mistake. Like, what are you talking about? Now, see, if I had been a person who was just acting on just emotion of like, this dude got the nerve to walk into my house and not take that as a threat, and he got laid down, then police will be rushing to the situation, right? It'd be multiple police showing up, and then I'd be in the hot seat because they'd be like, well, what happened? Why did you do this? And why did you do that? And stuff, right? But in order to prevent all that, I'm calling police, and then it's like, why are you calling us? Like, it ain't no big deal. Is he gone? No, he ain't gone, but he ain't in my house no more. Oh, well, I mean, we'll send somebody out there, they'll be there. That's the type of stuff we got going on. That's the type of stuff we got going on, man. And it's ridiculous. I feel you, Bowling. I really do. Amen, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. Because it's just it's insanity right now. It's insanity. That's what's going on right now in the city. It's insanity. We're literally doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then we're expecting something different to come from our choices. Like how are y'all going to go vote for the same guy twice? The first go around, crime is what it is, and then y'all vote man in again for 4 more years of what he did the first 4 years. Again, any mayor can bring corporations to the city of Montgomery. Did y'all forget we are the capital? Right? We're the capital. We're located strategically in the state, right? We're centrally located. You got Birmingham 100 miles to the north. You got Columbus, Georgia 80 miles to the east. You got Mobile 150, 160 miles to the south. You know what I'm saying? You got Atlanta 160 miles northeast. Like, we're in a good location. We're on the Alabama River, right? We got natural landscapes. We got a lot going for us, really. So any mayor you have in place is going to be able to bring in the money, bring in corporations and warehouses and all kind of stuff. That's normal. That ain't nothing special. Y'all had like Mayor Reed's doing things that's like we never seen before. You know what I'm saying? We've been having museums in the city of Montgomery. Mayor Reed ain't brought nothing to Montgomery that's just like changed the culture of the city for the good. He done some things that's changing for the negative, but not for the good though. We haven't seen it. Hadn't seen it. Hadn't seen it. Can't say Montgomery Whitewater. Can't Mayor Reed ain't got nothing to do with that. That was already in place when Ty Strange was mayor before he left office. That was a Ty Strange thing. Not saying he take all the credit for it because there was other people involved, the county commission and whatnot. But Mayor Reed walked into office with that already in the plan, like already in motion already. He can't take that. So what has he done? I can't think of a thing. Nothing. Nothing. I can't think of nothing. Oh man. So again, hey, if y'all are here watching, man, hit the like, share the video. All right. Follow the page. Now I'm finna talk about this. We gotta go ahead and address this whole thing about the National Guard. Right? The National Guard situation. You know, bringing troops into the city and stuff like that. I know people got like a lot of people got like mixed emotions about it because they don't. Some people don't like that idea because of who wants to do it, right? Who it is that really what it come down to. People support things when their side does it, but when the other side is doing the same exact thing that person that they support, what he was trying to do, when they do it, when the other side does it, it's a problem, right? It becomes racist and all kind of other stuff, right? So Mayor Reed got mad or upset or whatever you want to call it. He didn't like the fact that Tommy Tuberville, all right, Senator Tommy Tuberville, soon to be Governor Tuberville, it's gonna happen 2026. Tommy Tuberville will be the governor, all right. When that happens, he was asked on a radio show, "Hey, would you bring in the troops to Birmingham, Montgomery because they got a lot of crime going on over there?" He like, yeah, I'll do that for sure. That's something I'm looking at doing. Okay, cool. All right. Mayor Reed was like, "No, they ain't cool," right? He said Montgomery is not a battle ground or battle, whatever he said, however he put it, right? It's not a war zone or whatever he said. We can't tell. See, Mayor Reed has a buffer that we don't have that privilege of having, right? I've seen him out and about. That man got people in suits that walk with him, bodyguard him. He has a city police with him and all kind of stuff, right? Mayor Reed is protected. We don't have that luxury, just being regular old, peons in the city like us. We just regular folks working jobs and taking care of kids and family, raising families and all that kind of stuff. We don't have that same bubble, right? That same buffer that he has. So he doesn't feel it like we would feel it, right? He's able to go about life, and the violence doesn't really impact him, right? That's really what it comes down to. We see it and we feel it a lot more than what he does, right? So about the troops coming in, I got mixed emotions about it because somebody asked me, like, do you think it's a matter of fact? I'm gonna read exactly what they said. Somebody asked me a question. It was a good question too. Let me find that question. What's up, David? Appreciate you watching, man. Always. Again, bowling. Shout out Jason. Thank y'all for watching. Let's see. Let me find it. Let's see here. Where's it at? He had a great question about the troops and all that. I know it's crazy. Like, we trying to find something, you can't find it. Like, when you're looking for something specific, you can't find it. And as soon as you're not looking for it, there it is. It just pops straight on up as if it was there the whole time, right in your face. Isn't that crazy? I think that's crazy. But I'm gonna find this though. I'm gonna find it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find it. Let's see. I believe that. I'm claiming that in the name of the Lord. I'm gonna find it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. I think I found it. Let's see here. Go through it. Yeah, I think that's it right there. There it is. All right. So, shout out to Leslie Smith. She said so let me ask you this. Do you feel like jumping straight to the guard is the best way to handle this? Is it better to let the county take a shot at it? If it comes down to public safety, I'm all for whatever gets kids home gets kids home from ball games on Friday nights, but are there other steps that should be in place first to prevent abuses of power? I'm a little shaky on my feelings on this one. All right, so great question. Great question. I have those same. I guess you could say I had those same reservations, right? Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to give too much power to the government at any level, right? I definitely I rock with that. I'm definitely a small government person. I feel like there's certain things that government should definitely be in place for at all times. That's definitely firefighters, gotta have those. Police officers, gotta have that. Military, gotta have that, right? Uh Certain things you just gotta have in place, right? So when it comes to bringing in, let's say, the National Guard, so let me explain let me explain how it kind of works. Like Trump brought in the National Guard and all that for Washington, D.C., right? D.C. is a special type of situation because it's not a state and it's like not even a city really. Um, it's like it's federal grounds. Like you got a good portion of it is federal grounds. So, but he has the power to bring the feds in to DC, right? To police and all that type of thing. Now, Washington DC has, I mean, for years and years and years, even up until this year, they pretty much have had like a homicide every 2-3 days on average. Like they have a lot of homicides, hundreds of homicides a year. All right, hundreds. So they went from that to when the National Guard and everybody came in, they went like 2 weeks or something and they didn't have a homicide. They had like an 80% drop in like carjackings and like robberies and stuff. Like it just everything shifted because of one action, right? And that's bringing in more, law enforcement, even if it's through like the National Guard or what have you, right? Now when it comes to the state of Alabama, from my understanding, the governor would be the one that would get that ball rolling and say, hey, we need National Guard to be on the streets or whatever, right? So it can happen in Alabama. It can for sure happen. And the governor needs to be the one that gets the ball rolling, right? And thankfully, Tommy Tuberville has said, hey, he's all for it. So it's something that probably will happen. I'm hoping it will happen, right? These Democrats, you gotta call it what it is, right? Because Birmingham is run by a Democrat, Montgomery is run by a Democrat. They have had ample opportunity to really deal with the crime, and they haven't done it. They haven't done it. Neither one. Mayor Woodfin in Birmingham and Mayor Reed in Montgomery, neither one have dealt with the crime. Now, I think that their pushback on a governor or President Trump or whoever bringing in National Guard, bringing in extra, reinforcements, they have a problem with it because when the crime starts going down as a result, then the constituents, the people who vote for those fools, they're gonna realize, dang, you mean if we had more police, we really would have less crime. We really wouldn't have to look over our shoulder everywhere we go. Huh? Ain't that a novel idea? Right? More police equals less crime. Wow. So like people will see it in real time. Like people in DC are seeing it in real time. So then they go back and look at Mayor Reed, Mayor Woodfin, and be like, yo, why y'all ain't wasn't on board for this to happen? Why y'all didn't want this to happen? And I think that going back to the question that was asked, how come, like, or do I think there's other things to do outside of bringing in the troops? There are things that can be done, but they haven't been done though. So we're at the point now we've really been at the point where we're in a crisis mode. We have so much violence going on that for cities of our size, right, of Montgomery size for sure, Montgomery size, we shouldn't be having homicides at this rate. We shouldn't be having robberies at this rate. We shouldn't be having assaults at this rate. Like we're seeing just astronomical amounts of violence for a city this size. So, extreme situations call for extreme measures, all right, extreme decision making. I think we're at a point where you got to do something to alleviate it. Have to. And then at the same time, it's going to show all these people who got all this faith in Mayor Reed, they're going to realize, oh man, more police is going to really help us out because now we're seeing less crime, right? Now if they're just completely dumb, stupid, idiotic, then they gonna ain't nothing they can do. I mean, they gonna still be like, oh, some people are fine with the crime, right? So they'll have a problem. They'll feel like jaded about it, like, man, why y'all gonna come in here and stop? Why y'all gonna come stop crime? Like that. I mean, let these people do their crime. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bothering you. That's how some people look at it. Real talk. Some people, they have no problem with people committing crime, right? And they definitely don't like an outsider to their community fixing something that they don't want to fix. Ooh, that hurts them bad right there. When an outsider does more to fix a problem than the people within the community itself, they can't stand that. They can't stand that because now they feel just all kind of you do certain things to some people. You talk to them and you make them feel small, make them feel like they're just less than, and like they just so much smaller than you intellectually or strength wise or whatever the case. Like when you do certain things, some people just they're so insecure that they feel they just get angry because they feel like, how could you do that and embarrass me that way? The black community, they can't stand for the white man or white people to fix something that they themselves couldn't fix. Whoo, boy, that man, they can't stand it. I promise y'all they cannot stand it. This is the same reason why when Amy Dix got shot and all those white folks went down there and packed it out, a lot of black folks in Montgomery, they ain't like that because they felt like those folks were doing something that they can't do or that they won't do, right? They can do it, but they don't do it. So if we can't do it and we don't do it, y'all can't do it, right? That's the kind of mentality. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely the mentality. They get mad about it, man. So it's the same thing with white flight. They get mad at white flight because white people are leaving messed up neighborhood, right? And I do believe you should fight for what you got. I believe that. But let's be real. Things get rough, crime start going up, man. People don't want their kids around that kind of nonsense. So they move out of there. And the black folks get mad. They're like, man, they left us behind. They left us behind. Now we gotta run the neighborhood. Don't they know we gonna just sell drugs and shoot each other? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like black folks they feel the type of way. I'm telling y'all, I have lived it. I done been on that side looking at people like, y'all got the audacity to do the right thing. Y'all got the audacity to call out the criminals. Y'all got the audacity to call police on us. Y'all got the audacity to move out to a better neighborhood. Like, I've had that mentality. So I know that's a fact. That's how to look at it, man. So that's a big reason why we as Montgomery can't put the right person in office, because a lot of the people that's voting are people who they can't help but get in their own way. They can't help but get in their own way. They're comfortable being substandard. They're comfortable being bottom of the barrel, right? They're comfortable with it. Hence why we got Mayor Reed for 2 terms. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they don't even feel worthy of getting somebody worth voting for, worth putting in office to reduce the crime, to actually make the street safe. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Man, I hope it's sinking in. I really hope it's sinking in. I think a lot of people are realizing things, man. Like I've been saying it for so long, and people was like, so when I first was saying what I was saying about all this, people was like looking at it like, oh man, you crazy. Like, really? Like, you really believe it? But like over time, I've seen people like they're realizing it for themselves. They're seeing comments. Y'all see comments on these WSFA posts and WAKA. Y'all see Montgomery City Watch and all these groups. Y'all see the nonsense that people believe. Y'all see it. So what I've been saying is getting somewhere because people are realizing I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I'm really, what I'm saying is real. People really got some crazy mentalities about things. Gary, what's up, Gary? What part of town? What part of town? About what? What was I talking? I was talking about Oh, you talking about like where I'm from? Maybe it's talking about where I'm from. Southside, Troy Highway. If that, I think that's what he's maybe asking me. I'm from Troy Highway area. Troy Highway, Bear Road. That's where I grew up. That is where I grew up. So I'm speaking from straight experience. I'm from the belly of the beast with this information. Like I've been in these, man, y'all wouldn't believe some of the conversations that people have. Y'all wouldn't believe it. Y'all would not believe it, man. People talk crazy, right? Some of them talk crazy on y'all see on City Watch and all these. Y'all see how these people talk? Some of them straight up just come out and say it. The stuff they say behind closed doors, they'll say it out loud, right? They don't care because why should they be afraid to do it? Who gonna, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna do something about it? You can be a black person, quote unquote. You can say whatever you want to say about white folks cracking this, cracking that. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. They don't, man, nobody care. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. But you say the N-word, oh man, nigga this, nigga that. Oh my gosh. They had like you done killed somebody for saying a word. But they can say the other word to disrespect y'all. Man. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, so this morning I went to Walmart, right? I went to Walmart this morning. I had to buy a couple things. And it ain't been that long ago since I was in Walmart. I've been in Walmart in the last few months or so. Couple months or whatever. They didn't have this right here. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Where's it at? There it is. Let's see here. Man, I went to Walmart to buy a couple things. And I'm going down the t-shirt aisle, right? I'm going down the t-shirt aisle. Go buy me some t-shirts and stuff. And look at this here. Why look like that? Y'all see that? Man, they got the t-shirts, underwear, socks, all that stuff, tank tops, all that is behind lock and key at Walmart. They got them sliding glass doors. Y'all know y'all go to the gas station or whatever store y'all go to, you know what I'm saying? Wherever y'all go to buy y'all's tobacco products and whatnot. No, y'all know they got it behind the get the key and unlock it to get the cigarettes and stuff. They got that going on at Walmart, man. I went over there. I'm like, yo, really? All right, well. So I went and found a young lady. I said, hey, ma'am, can I have somebody to help me out? I'm trying to get some t-shirts. Oh, okay, go ask the lady over there behind that aisle over there. Oh, okay, where she at? Over there behind that aisle such and such. No. Oh, okay then. Go over there. Ma'am, hey, I'm trying to get some t-shirts, but they sent me to you to get the key. Oh, no, I ain't got the key. You got to go over there to jewelry. Jewelry got the key. Oh, okay, jewelry got the key to the t-shirts? Yes, sir. Oh, okay. All right, she over there this way? Yeah, she over there at jewelry. I go over there to jewelry. Lo and behold, ain't nobody in jewelry. Of course, right? Nobody's in jewelry. So I see a lady, she's over there in another clothes section, kind of close to jewelry. I'm like, well, maybe that's the lady. I don't know. Who knows? So I said, ma'am, hey, I'm trying to get a key to the t-shirts. And they sent me, I done talked to a couple. Oh, okay, well, I ain't got the key. Let me go see if I could. So then she, she actually went to the front, whatever, went to go get the keys. While she doing that, the other lady I had originally talked to, she sees me and she's like, did you find somebody? I'm like, no, I said, I found somebody, but they ain't the lady you talking about though. In jewelry, nobody was in jewelry. I said, but I think she went to the front to get the key or whatever. So finally the lady come back. It took all this whole process took me like I say about 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? From the first person I went to finally getting the key, about 5 to 10 minutes of what I'm saying, wait for this. So then the lady go there, I tell her what t-shirts to get. So then I'm like, got my hand out like I'm finna, get the t-shirts. Like she finna hand them to me. She like, oh no, I gotta walk them up there to the front. I'm like, man, really? Really? You gotta walk them up there? You gotta take them up there yourself? She like, yep, I gotta do that. I'm like, I promise you, I'm going straight to first she asked me, she said, is this your final purchase? That's what she did. That's what she asked me. And I was like, yeah, like this is my last thing I'm getting. So then I got my hand out. She was like, no, I gotta take it up there. I'm like, really? I promise you, I'm going straight to the register. I got nowhere to put it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nowhere to put it if I wanted to hide it somewhere. And she was like, it's a big old, them t-shirts come, they're like a fat pack. You know what I'm saying? I can't hide that nowhere. So she like, no, I gotta take it up there anyway. All right, cool. So we go up there, man. So this lady had to walk from the t-shirt area and take my t-shirts and put them on the counter herself. Matter of fact, she scanned them on there for me. She didn't even hand them to me to scan. She scanned it for me and then hand them to me. Man, God, dog. Yeah, I mean, y'all better thank these ninjas, man. The ninjas did this in Montgomery. This ain't nothing but ninjas. y'all know what I'm talking about. This ain't nothing but this is ninja doing right here, man. They go into Walmart and steal so much. We can't even go to Walmart to get some t-shirts, underwear, socks without having somebody get a key. Like we buying a cell phone. Like we buying some tobacco products. God, this is horrible. Horrible. I wonder if the one of Wetumpka got that problem. Wetumpka and Prattville. And if they do have a problem, y'all know a number of the Montgomery ninjas going over there to they Walmart and doing the same thing, causing the issue. Bowling said the CVS on the corner of Narrow Lane Road and the bypass by back to South. Yeah, I know that one. Has many of the drink coolers locked in the same fashion. The drink coolers is such having to go through the hassles of getting products like that. We're all victims of crime, even when we're not direct victims of crime. That's right. That is so true. That is so true, man. That's just they got the drinks behind. Oh my gosh. They gonna have we can't even buy candy bars. They'll have the candy bars locked up. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I can tell y'all some stories, man. When I was at Dollar General, I used to manage Dollar General, and over time things changed, right? So when I first started 2013, you had the like what was it, like deodorants and things. They had that behind this thing where at Dollar General, I don't think they got it now either, but at that time they had a little plastic covering blocking the deodorants or whatnot, and you just had to lift it up, right? But when you lift it up, it sounds off an alarm. It's like a countdown thing or whatever, right? And then after you got it open for like, I don't know, 10 seconds or whatever, it'll start like really going off. So it'll get everybody's attention in the store, right? Everybody can hear it. Dollar General is so small, you can hear it pretty much anywhere in the store. So people didn't like that too much, you know what I'm saying? People, they get embarrassed. They're like, oh, I ain't trying to steal nothing. I'm like, we know you trying to steal nothing. It's gonna do that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that get the deodorant, it's gonna do it too. But over time, we started putting those I forgot what they even called, but those coverings, we started putting those. We had to put them on the medicine. We ended up putting them on the washing powder, like the washing detergent things. That those had it. The air fresheners, like it was all kind of stuff you had to put it on because them folks come in Dollar General, man, and wipe us out. They was wiping us out crazy. I'm talking about they used to come in there in teams. No lie. They used to come in there in teams. They'll have somebody with a shopping cart, other person to have a bag, other person be looking out. Right? They'll be watching us. Y'all ever worked at a store and you look down the aisle and somebody looking right at you, and you're like, why are they looking at me? You need some help? And they're like, and then they turn their head, and then you go on about your business. You're like, oh, I guess they didn't need that. Go on about your business, and then you look up again from another part of the store, and you look up, and they looking at you again. Why you keep looking at me? Right? So then your spidey senses, it's like something going on here, right? Because why they keep watching me? I'm here working. Why are you looking at me? Right? So now I'm very curious. I'm interested now, like what they got going on over here. So you walk on over there, come around the corner, man. There's a dude over there with a basket just dumping stuff. They're like, oh, we ain't doing that. We just and then you know what I'm saying. I done seen some stuff. Folks around the back door. They done around the back door. I done had people run out the front door with them little yellow baskets. They'll fill them up around the back door. I was on what's that show in Montgomery? MPD show, the MPD show. They come on Fox. I was on one of them shows because one time at a location in Montgomery, I was at a store in the hood, all right, and I had just started at this store, at this Dollar General. So I peeped this guy. It's a guy, he's walking around with a basket, right? And I noticed he kept just putting stuff in. I'm like, that man really loading up that basket right there. You know what I'm saying? By then, I'm a veteran now. You know, at this point, I'm like, oh, I got that eye. If I see, I know a thief when I see one, right? So I'm like, this dude here, he doing some things. So that's it. County law or cops in Montgomery. That's the one. I was on that because this situation right here. So I see the guy, he going around. So eventually, I told somebody else, I said, hey, it's a guy right there. He got on that plaid shirt. He about 5'5", whatever. It was a short guy. I'm like, man, this dude right here, man, he finna round the door with that basket. They're like, oh, okay, I see him. All right, cool. I said, hey, I'm finna go call the police real quick. Go ahead and let them know. Going up here. I ain't don't nobody say nothing to him. All right, let everybody know. Don't say nothing to him. Just let him do his thing. So I'm watching the dude. I'm talking about he fed that thing up with all kind of, they stealing when they fill it up with all kind of small stuff like deodorant, soap. They get makeup stuff, air fresheners, like all this little small stuff that's gonna add up to hundreds of dollars, right? Because that stuff is expensive. So I call police. I give him his description and everything. You know what I'm saying? They show up. So they showed up, and thankfully, as the officers like pulling in, matter of fact, the dude is walking out the door. So I'm on the phone with him, like, hey, he's leaving out the store right now. He's wearing this, and that. He out the store, and they're like, oh, we got an officer on the scene. So I go outside, sure enough, officer pull up. A dude with a camera hop out the back seat of the police unit. He hopped out the back seat with the camera, and at the time I really didn't notice him that he had a camera. I was looking at the officer and looking at the guy because the guy took off running. The guy in the basket took off running. As soon as the police officer pulled in, officer hopped out his own vehicle, and he ends up running the guy. He's like, man, stop, freeze, whatever. Stop running. The dude ended up running into like a spot where he couldn't go nowhere, right? It's like a blocked in area. So they start wrestling. The guy started wrestling with the cop. The cop ended up, gaining control and arrested the guy, right? The officer ended up, he bleeding too. He had his hand got messed up because I think he had pulled out his taser or his gun at a certain point. He didn't fire it or nothing, but I think in the struggle, some kind of way his finger got pinched or something, and so he was bleeding. So anyway, they caught the guy, whatever. So now I looked up, the dude got a camera. The dude with the camera. I'm like, oh, the dude got a camera. Oh man, so yeah, that was on the show right there, man. That was in 2019. That was 2019. Man, I done seen some stuff. These folks going crazy in Montgomery, man. Folks wouldn't believe it. Folks wouldn't believe the depths. We had a lady at another store. I was at another store in a rough area. I really didn't like that store because where it was by itself pretty much. So, and it's on the side of town you don't really want to be on. And it's people just able to come in there and do whatever they want to do, and then they can be gone, right? At nighttime, horrible because you can't see nothing out there. It's almost like you in the country almost. But we had a lady come in. She had a little girl with her. So the lady come in with the little girl. The little girl got a backpack. I didn't see them when they came in, but I noticed them when they was over there by the clothes section, right? You gotta watch them clothes, boy. Them socks, them underwears, t-shirt area. Oh, you gotta watch that. This is why I understand why Walmart gotta do all that, because I know the folks going there to tear them up probably. Because they did at Dollar General. So I noticed them over there, and I saw the little girl with a backpack. I'm like, why this girl got a backpack? And it's nighttime, by the way. It's like this was like 8 o'clock at night or something. It's dark outside. It ain't dusk. The sun ain't going down. It's down, right? So I'm like, why this little girl that's like 5 years old? Why she got a backpack in the store? So I'm already watching. Y'all know I'm already watching. Them senses like something going on. Something going on. So I go on over there. I'm looking, man. So I look. I'm like, oh yeah, I think something going on. I see the backpack is like fat. Like, let me go watch the camera back. Before I say something, before I approach and nothing like that, let me go ahead and verify what I think going on. So I go back in the office, watch the camera back, see the little girl when it came in. The bag was like flat almost. I said, I go back on the live camera and I see them, the lady stuffing the bag in real time. I'm like, oh yeah. Go ahead and call them folks. Again, this is back in that store right there was my first store in Montgomery. So that was 2014. 2014 is when this happened. So then they walk into the front. So they walk into the front. I said, hey man, I said, I already called the people. They should be out there waiting for y'all. But what y'all can do is go ahead and drop that stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that stuff on out of the backpack. She like, oh, we ain't got nothing. So she walking around. So, I can't put my hands on her, I can't grab her, nothing like that. Although I wanted to, I couldn't do that. So that little girl, man, and the little girl had on her I can probably tell you what school she went to, but she had on her school uniform as well. School uniform. The little girl, man, she about 5 years old. She wasn't no older than 6 at the time. No older than 6. She did they walking around the store, and I went out there and got the tag number and everything. They ended up finding her. Yep. They ended up finding the lady. She did go to jail. All that good stuff. That was horrible. I think she had the youngest child that I seen come into a Dollar General and steal for her. I think that was the youngest one. I've seen teenagers do it a bunch of times with their mamas and uncles and stuff. I've seen that plenty of times. But to have like a 5-year-old doing it, Whoo, boy, man, I was hot, man. I was hot. I was mad just seeing that. So much, man. This absolute depravity of the mind. Like people just they have no morals. Like they had none. None. Oh man. I can tell y'all, man. I can tell y'all hours worth of stories of interaction with people. People threatening, people bucking up on me, man. Got somebody had pulled a pistol out on me. Um Man, it's just crazy. One dude said, man, I caught him stealing. He gonna tell me, man, don't forget, I know where you at. I'm gonna be back up here. I said, all right, bro. All right, man. Well, look, I work nights, right? Yeah, at the time I was closing every night. I'm like, man, you know what time we close? You know what time we close? You know I'm gonna be here. So I'll see you when I see you. Y'all think I saw him again? Nope. Nope. But believe I was ready though. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I was aware because I you don't know about people, man. People, some people do all that talking. Most time they ain't gonna do nothing, but every now and again you might have somebody that's really going, try something. So I was ready, but I never did. I never saw that dude again. And he lived right across the street from the store too at that time. So he could have definitely made his presence known, but he ain't one of them problems though. Oh man. Let's see what else we got happening. What else we got happening? Well, let me see if can I play that right there? Let me see. See if I can play all this video. Let me find it. I think this guy right here, man, he explains it. This guy explains it to a T about all this about this crime and drug dealing and whatnot. This guy really lays it out. Oh, there it is. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Let's see. Yeah. I appreciate y'all being here. As always, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like, share the video, follow the page. Bring y'all news, politics, and hot topics. You know what I'm saying? Being 100% authentic with it. Let's see here. There we go. All right, let's see what my man got to say on the subject of like white supremacy, racism, and drug dealing. The white man bringing the drugs to the community and stuff. Let's hear what he got to say about it. All right, hold on. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's listen to my man.
Systematic racism when you put a bunch of black people in one place and let them do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? So if these black people, they could choose to team up and build a community, or they could choose to be divisive and destroy the community, right? So how can you blame white folks for that when white people literally gave black people the opportunity to team up and to do something? Y'all call it systematic racism because they put black people in a certain area, and they might have planted some drugs in these areas, but at the end of the day, these are black people selling drugs to other black people. So how do you blame white folks for that? Black folks got nothing but opportunity to team up and to make something of themselves and to build a community, yet we destroy each other. You can't blame white folks for that shit.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Right? Nail on the head. I mean, nail on the head. That said it right there. People ask like, man, how come the white man put the drugs in the black neighborhood? to make money, right? The same reason why the black folks decided to accept the drugs and then sell the drugs. They're trying to make money, right? You can't say that the person that brought it is to blame when you accepted it. When the devil brings you an offer, right, you can either reject the offer or you can accept the offer. Now, when you accept the offer that the devil brings you, you got to deal with them consequences, because the devil don't want to just give this to you, give you this opportunity to make you a better person, make your situation better. He wants something back in return for that offer that he's giving you, right? Now, it's a huge cost to you what he wants. The problem is too many people are willing to deal with that cost, right? And that cost is your soul. So if y'all in the black community want to say that the white man, the white devil or whatever, bring y'all the drugs, which I have never seen in my life. I grew up in the hood. I have never seen a white man come in my neighborhood, drop drugs on the ground, guns on the ground, and say, Negroes, y'all know what to do. Here it is right here. Y'all get to it. I'll be back next week. Check on y'all. Never seen that happen. But if they want to say that that's how it goes down, then let's go ahead and go along with the ride, right? The white man coming in the neighborhood, offering y'all these kilos of cocaine to sell. You got a choice to make. Either you're going to accept it or reject it. If you reject it, then you can go about your way, right? And you feel content with yourself because you know you made the right decision. But if you accept the drugs, now you got to deal with the consequences that come along with selling drugs, right? Death, jail, right? Getting shot, getting beat up, getting robbed, all kind of stuff. There are costs associated with wrongdoing. Now, when it's you making the decision to do the wrongdoing, you can't look and blame the other man for giving you an opportunity to do the wrongdoing. He just provided the opportunity. You took it and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So, miss me with all that white man, you know what I'm saying, brought the drugs to the hood, and white man causing all the violence and all that stuff. Ain't no white man in the hood pulling no strings. Ain't happening. And if it is happening, that's still your fault. How you gonna let somebody come into your neighborhood where you sleep at night and do whatever they want to do at your expense? That sounds backward to me. Y'all be the same ones talking about white supremacy. Think about this for a second. Think about this. Racism as a term, right? Race, racism. These are very modern terms, right? Made up. They didn't start using racism and all that stuff until like the 1600s, like 1600s. That's how recent, right? The first time that racism got used, like in a publication, was in the New York Times, 1935, 1936. That's how recent the word has been used to the masses. Mind you, the people who wrote the New York Times, they were, as the black folks would say, those were white folks. You know what I'm saying? Those were European, Caucasians, right? So you mean to tell me that as a black person, the white man, you say the white man ain't superior to you, but yet you believe in the philosophy of what he created, which is race and then racism. Make that make sense. It seemed like to me like y'all, all these super pro-black people and stuff, they love talking about fighting the system and all that type of stuff, but yet y'all use the same terminology and believe into the system that y'all saying that y'all are fighting against. Make that make sense, right? You're operating within the confines of what they created, and you're going along with it, and then you get mad at me because I say ain't no race. It don't exist. There's the human race, but colors in the crayon box, I'm not that. Y'all not that. You believe it in your mind, but it's not real, right? Y'all believe into a color. Y'all have accepted that the government says we're gonna label you into these boxes. I say I don't put it on none of my paperwork. Anything I fill out, I always put I'll put other on there. Or I'll say decline to answer on my race. I don't even put nothing on there. I just went and got something done downtown Montgomery, and it had on there race. I told that man, hey, I don't subscribe to no race. I'm just American. He like, oh, okay, ain't no problem. Just leave that blank. Cool, right? Because I'm not a color in a crayon box, right? Like just not. I'm not that. So it don't exist. So they get mad at me because I say that. Oh man, you talking about the black folks. You talking about you don't want to be black and you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's how you gonna say it don't exist? Because it don't exist. European white man created the term back in 1500 or whatever, some year like that. Y'all believe that. Go ahead and believe what the man, he thought this up in his head and it became a reality to y'all. That's cool. Y'all believe that. I don't subscribe to that. I'm not that. I don't believe in that. White supremacy ain't real. Black supremacy ain't real. Asian supremacy, no supremacy is real. Ain't no person over me. No human being person is over me. Right? In the terms of, I respect authority figures, but ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't do and where I can and can't go and what restroom to use and which one not to use and what topic to talk about on my show and what topic not to talk about. Somebody told me tread lightly on certain topics. Like, man, I'm gonna talk about how I want to talk about it. It ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Right? I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. Because I don't believe that another man can dictate my actions as a man. Right? No man, no woman can do that. Now, in y'all's circumstance, a lot of y'all believe in white supremacy and stuff. So if you believe it exists, that means that you are inferior to white people by default. If you believe something is a real thing, right? They love to do this right here. They love to try to run. Y'all admit in y'all's minds, and y'all say it out loud, white supremacy is real. Then I'll say, so you telling me white people are superior to you? They'll say, oh no, I don't believe that. Huh? How does that work? So is white supremacy real or not? Oh no, see, the white folks think that they're over us. Really? Is that how that works? So is white supremacy because they think that they're over you? But you don't believe that though. But you believe it exists. Ooh, the mental gymnastics y'all got to do for this stuff, man, is crazy. The mental gymnastics, y'all, man, y'all got to do somersaults, flips, tuck, hippity hop, cartwheel, split. Y'all got to do all kind of stuff to make this stuff rationalize in your mind. Insanity. Bowling said, Will I still blame LBJ? That's Lyndon B. Johnson, for those who don't know, for at least starting a lot of this. I think he was an evil man. Yeah, hey, it was the ball was rolling, right? Cause I mean, I'm a person of faith, so I go all the way back to the fall of man. You know what I'm saying? I go back to Satan. I go back to the beginning because from that is what brings forth everything that we're doing now, or we see happening now. But yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson, he definitely accelerated the direction of the black community for sure, right? And really America as a whole. He definitely accelerated the digression. I think that's the right word, right? the degeneration of culture in America for sure. He definitely did that. Politically, socially, culturally, he did that. Right? He got these folks, he got these Negroes voting Democrat. He said, the quote was, he said he'll do it for the next 200 years. It's been what, about 60 years, and he won line. Black folks vote Democrat over 80%. Over 80%. No other demographic in America votes for one party at 80+%. Nobody does that. Jews are pretty split. White folks are split. Hispanics are split. Right? Asians are split. Everybody else got like, they kind of like on two different, you know what I'm saying? Asians don't even really participate like that for real. You know what I'm saying? They ain't worried about politics. They trying to get their money. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny because black folks are, you know what? I get to that in a second. I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna put a pin on that. I'm gonna come back to that right there. But nobody votes that much except for black folks. You know what I'm saying? But they get mad when I'm like, yo, why don't you vote Republican? Like, why not? What you mean? Vote for a racist person? Why not vote for a racist person? What you mean racist? What's the Democrats done for you? You've been voting Democrats since, I guess, 18, 20 years old, 23 years. What have they done for you? Well, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they got my best interest, best interest how? Pushing LGBT? Trying to break up the families? Trying to incentivize single motherhood? Is that how they helping you out? They destroy education. Every district that's run by Democrats, the education system is terrible. So is that what you're talking about? Is that what they're doing for you? They make taxes go up. You gotta pay higher taxes for everything. That's better for you. You rather pay higher taxes. Oh, okay. But every time them property taxes hit, and you gotta pay all this money for your car and house and all this stuff, you complaining. But you just went and voted to up your taxes because you just went and put this fool in office. When you do something, you do one thing, you get another thing. They come with it. It's a package deal. This is how it works. You know what I'm saying? You voted that person in, they raise your taxes. You put that person in, they kill the education system. You put that person in, crime go up. That's how it goes. It's a package deal. You could have voted Republican, and we be like Huntsville, 19, 20 homicides a year. And that's the biggest city in the state. Biggest city in the state. Selma got more homicides than Huntsville. Selma got like 17,000 people. Not Birmingham. Huntsville got 215,000 plus. And Selma can outpace Huntsville with homicides. Huntsville, Republican run, Tommy Battle is the mayor. Selma, yeah, y'all had that Perkins guy. He up out of there. Now y'all traded him, a Democrat, for another Democrat. Ain't nothing finna change in Selma. But I'm the bad guy because I'm just keeping it. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, man. Black folks, black folks have so much. So let me go back to what I was gonna say earlier. Black folks are so politically driven that they miss out on the economic side. They miss out on the education side. Like, what I mean by that is anything that happens in politics, right? When it comes to certain laws that get made and policies and things, black folks have such a negative or such an aggressive approach to, oh man, Trump is trying to do away with DEI, and that's attacking me personally because I'm a black person and he trying to hurt my chances of getting a job and stuff like that. Man, they got these things in place so that I can get a job and go to school and do all this stuff. He trying to take away my black privileges and stuff. Like, y'all so focused on that, but y'all got Hispanics coming over to the country. They don't care nothing about politics. They coming over here working, right? They working and keeping money in their own communities. Why you think when you go around, you be in Montgomery, I don't care where you at, Montgomery, Chicago, it don't matter. Hispanics got their own neighborhoods. They all click up in the same area. They not that spread out. Y'all ever notice that? They click up together. They open up tire shops, automotive shops, automotive dealerships. They got stores. They got stores with the Hispanic name on it. They ain't even putting stuff in English. It's all Spanish. You know what I'm saying? They do that. They don't care about who the mayor is. They really ain't caring for real, right? But Asians, same thing. They come over here and they start owning all these Chinese restaurants, and they own some gas stations. They go buy stuff, right? And they keep that money within their community. Black folks will, they don't want to own nothing. They don't want to. They'll complain about everybody else owning stuff, but they don't go and own nothing. Don't get mad at them for owning it when you don't own nothing. And then when it comes to politics, that every little thing they'll come up with an idea. Oh man, that's terrible. That's horrible. But then the people that y'all put in place are steady doing things that you don't like, but you can't see past the skin color because that overrides any wrongdoing. It's still a black person that's in place. Hey, at least we got representation. That's all y'all care. All black folks care about is optics, what something looks like. If it looks okay, they good with it. It can be Satan himself could be running as a black man. As long as he black, his name could be Satan. It can be a black man named Satan that run for a seat. Black folks gonna still vote for Satan because Satan look like a black man. He presents as a black man. He shows representation of a black person. We got to keep a black person in office. Go vote for Satan, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can have a white dude named Angel. You know what I'm saying? And Angel is running for a seat, but he's a Republican. He got an officer by his name. Oh, can't vote him in. Angel ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna vote for Satan. That's what man. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Y'all know doggone well. Y'all know doggone well that's what it is. Cause we got a guy that they ain't near favorite Satan right now. He just in office in our city. And them folks vote him on in there, man, cause he black. He black on the outside but most importantly on the inside. On the inside, he black. See that you definitely want to be black on the inside. Oh no, you want to be white as snow on the inside. That's what the Bible talks about, being white as snow, being pure, right? When you really live for God and repent of your sins and things, he purifies you, right? He forgives you. You start back over. You pure, right? At that moment, you are pure. You are forgiven. You are white as snow on the inside. But these folks, man, they want to be black on the inside and the outside. You want to have a dark spirit? Who wants that? Who wants to have a dark spirit? You know what I'm saying? That's like that's miserable. It gotta be miserable. But that's why they stay angry. They stay angry. Y'all ever notice they stay angry? They always mad about nothing. That's why y'all get on Facebook and y'all see these video after video. Matter of fact, check this out. I'm gonna show y'all something in real time. I'm gonna show y'all something in real time. I'm gonna go to YouTube, right? I'm gonna go to YouTube. First thing I see, all right, for the pull. I'm show y'all, so y'all know I ain't capping. I ain't capping. I ain't leaked up nothing. I just went on YouTube. All right. Bring this on in. I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You got the mayor doing his briefing. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's look at this dude right here, right? This first video, one of the first videos right here. Let's see what's happening with this.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
Bring you $275 off that Jordan I just bought better. That's Christmas.
Yeah.
In the house.
Stuff you were getting for him, but
Right.
yeah.
You got police. Well, you got me locked up. You ain't with me neither.
Mess.
On December 13th, 2022, a grandmother called in reference to her home being trashed by her grandson. She was on her way home from work, and her 40-year-old son that lives with her called her to inform her that his son is tearing up the home.
Sounds like his warrants for doing the same thing before.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Hello.
Let's watch how this go down. You know what I'm saying? This is a random video popped up. All right, let's see how this goes right here with this black guy. Oh man.
My son should not go in. But go. That's my son.
I'm gonna talk, please, sir. Look here. I'm gonna say this from my heart. I'm a black man. That's my son. Y'all gonna handle this situation? Handle him like a man.
Does he know police has been called?
He don't know, and that's why I want you to say, please don't go belligerent and all that. That's my mom. I don't care for police, but y'all.
Hey, y'all, I randomly saw it. It was one of my a video that was being advertised to me right at the top of my the top of the page. I didn't look this up. It is up there. So you got a grandmother that's her house. Her son is 40 years old. That's him right there. You hear talking. They done call police on this man's son because the son is acting a fool. So this man gonna tell the police when they get there, he don't care about police at all. This man telling you, I don't even care nothing about police. So y'all, when y'all deal with my son, deal with y'all. You know, y'all gotta be soft and tender. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be all nice and talk to him nicely and handle him with kid gloves. It's a grown man we talking about now. A grown man. He telling them to handle him a certain way and don't be belligerent and don't be this and that. Man, get your tail out the way. Y'all called us, right? If I'm police, I'm like, you called me. Do you want me to be here or not? You know what I'm saying? So if you get out the way, go on, do what you're gonna do, because you couldn't handle the situation. You couldn't deal with your son, sir. Y'all called us here. So go on about your way and let us handle it. Right? This is crazy.
I got a job to do. I don't want to get involved with it because that's my son.
Okay.
He woke me up. But please talk to him before you get belligerent. Or I'm gonna get belligerent.
Was he running? What was he doing before we got here?
Well, he woke me up. I got off work.
That man said, if y'all get belligerent, I'm gonna get belligerent. Man, look, man. That's why I would. You gotta tell that man, like, sir, respectfully, you called us. At this point, you can't deal with it. We here to deal with it. Go on, step to the side. Don't give us no directives on what. All we want to know is, hey, is he in the house still? You know, what's he wearing? Stuff like that. Like, otherwise, get out of the way because he finna be a problem. He telling you from the get go as a black. He told y'all, I'm a black man. My son a black man. Like, bro, he gonna be a problem already. I already know it. He telling you.
7 in the morning. He just told my mom house up. I don't know what they were arguing about. He just woke
Get
me
a
up out
job.
my sleep.
Okay.
He went back home.
I see. He lives here?
He just him and this girl done broke up, and he just been in and out. He don't really live now.
Okay.
So where's he at? In
Right there in that room.
the bedroom? Okay.
Y'all want me to stay out? I haven't seen him.
You, or you can. It doesn't matter.
Do
You
you
can
want
come
me
in and
to
call out
do you
to
want
us.
to do it here
No,
with
it's
you?
just.
Come in, you
Any weapons or anything like that? Any history of weapons or anything like that? Okay. Oops, excuse me.
Damn, sir. Maurice. Maurice.
Maurice, police department here, buddy. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Maurice?
Talk to the officer like a man. He trying to talk to
I
you.
got it right here.
Now watch this now. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play. I promise you, I'm gonna let it play so we can see. I don't know if I'm watching all 30 minutes of this, but I bet y'all they coming in there all nice. Like the dad said, come in there, talk to him like a man. Now talk to him like a man. He a man. Talk to him like a man. I don't want y'all to come in there, but I'll be all belligerent. Okay, police come in there. They come. Hey, Maurice, man, what's going on, Maurice? What's going on, man? Talk to us, man. Now I bet y'all Maurice finna act a fool. I bet your bottom dollar, Maurice finna act a fool. You know what I'm saying? And the daddy over here talking about be nice stuff, man. Look, man, you can't deal with your son, sir. Get out the way, man. Get out the way. Let the police handle it. Watch this.
Hey, man, listen. Real quick. Stand up and talk to
Listen,
him.
bro.
I know what.
Don't get belligerent with the man. Now talk to the man. Don't get belligerent. Don't make the situation worse than what it is.
So here's the deal, real quick, okay? You already have a warrant, okay? For it sounds like for doing kind of almost the same thing, okay?
Oh, God.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're gonna treat you right. Obviously, you're dealing with something today, okay? So we're gonna treat you right, but you got some damage in here, all right? So let's just, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
So let's just play fair. We'll talk about it, okay? Just relax. Obviously, you're dealing with something. I don't think you'd be like this for no reason.
Right.
Okay?
You ain't under arrest, baby.
He has
already got a
warrants.
warrant.
Yeah.
One for what?
He's not under arrest for this. He's already
It
got
looks like the
warrants
warrants
prior to us
it looks like the warrants for the same type of history.
It don't matter, y'all call.
It's a criminal trespass, family violence warrant. So, but we'll get out here and we'll talk about this. Okay?
Trespass means he's broken a bunch of stuff before, so someone else must have signed these warrants.
You getting your flops?
You need your slides.
Nice. So we'll turn on your phone.
I got him. You mind grabbing that?
No damn sister out.
You want to take him to the car and talk?
Yeah.
Let him.
Man, we need to go
You
up, man.
You have anything on you?
40 years old, stay with our mom, bro. You shot this for my daddy, bro. You ain't with me, bro. You just got me locked up, like, you got the police. You got the police. But you got me locked up. You ain't with me neither. So what, bro? What you thought they was gonna help? Nothing.
That's enough.
I mean, bro, you just sent me
Come on,
to
man.
jail, bro. The bro? Say no more. Tough guy. All right.
What good is that doing for the situation, though, man?
It don't matter, bro. It did, bro.
Well, it does matter because you still got, even with the
What
whatever.
kind of warrants I got?
Well,
though, bro?
we'll look at that. But even with that, then you're creating new charges by doing the damage to the property and stuff.
I don't got nothing, officer.
Okay,
Listen,
well,
you hear
that's
me?
good. I just got to check you.
Yeah, and so that's where it causes the
Pull
issue,
your pants
man.
up, all right?
Like I said, we don't know you from anybody, so we're not being like that about it. But here we are with, it sounds like what I'm hearing and seeing is the similar charges to what you already had the warrants for.
I ain't never know how long I had warrants though.
I don't know.
You have a sort of a similar situation.
No,
Because it's criminal
I
trespass.
don't even stay criminal trespassing from where? From what address?
Well, we'll look it up and see.
Yeah, I don't. It's just a couple trespass, which
y'all
means you
loose
broke some
these
other
though.
property.
One of y'all was just mad at him. Y'all throw these on, bro. I ain't with no. I'm chilling, bro.
No,
That
you're
shit
good.
tight, bro.
Nobody's mad. Which one feels tight?
This one.
This one? No, that's you got about 2 fingers worth. It may be how your wrist is turned.
Yeah.
If you
I'm trying
face
to
your
turn
palms
them
like
down.
this,
I'm trying to.
turn the other way. Turn this one this way. There you go.
Just in. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
That's it. You got
That
plenty
should
of
be
space.
better.
Okay. But listen, all right. So, do you want to talk about what happened today?
I need allies. I want you to join me.
I don't know out here, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Well, we're here because I guess
Out here, I wouldn't be here.
well, you had the interaction with Dad, and then.
I ain't saying that to my dad. That man been in the house sleep.
Okay, but how did all the stuff get broken up?
Not me. It's fingerprint, man. Check that, man. I'm in there crying. If I broke something, why am I sitting here waiting?
Well,
bro?
okay, then that's fine. But hear me out, right? So you were in there this whole time.
Yeah.
You slept there last night.
Yes, sir.
So you would know if all that stuff happened or if it had been like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then how did it happen?
Yes, sir.
What's the one pertaining to?
It's something similar to this. I don't know what address or who signed them, but it's called trespass to property, family violence, and simple battery. Which simple battery is just like a
Pushing you in the
yeah,
face.
something like that. And the trespass to property is for breaking stuff, and it's all family violence. So I'm assuming it's here, but I'm not sure. You mind speaking to me for a
Go
second?
ahead, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Just you mind stepping up here so we can speak privately for a second?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, just for a second. Thank you.
So my mom called the police.
I know. I'll talk to her
Go
too.
ahead.
What is your name, sir?
Brunette.
I didn't do it. I don't know. I didn't. You feel?
Well,
I just woke up. Maybe I probably been up an hour. Bro.
I want to hear what they asked the dad. I definitely want to hear this right here.
Okay. Well, what's your speculation on how it could have happened?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
So the call that we got was that you had an interaction with, I guess, is that your dad?
I ain't did that.
And that you had whatever interaction with him, and then I guess he listen. Just have a seat.
Can you tell her come here?
We will in a second because I don't. We need to let it cool down, and you're not cussing them out. But hear me out. Just hear me out.
So what happened this morning?
I don't know, man. I work. I got off at 7 this morning. I work 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
You
off
work
at
night
7.
shift.
Well, I just work rotate shift. I work 12 all
okay.
day. I got off at 7.
I get
watched
that.
a little YouTube. I think I might have went to sleep probably about 8:15. I don't know. I just heard something go. Shit, what time is it now?
It's like 11:30.
30 minutes ago, I heard something go doo 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 doo. Just woke me up out my sleep, and I came in and saw all that right there. And I just called my mom. I asked him what was going on. He no response.
So you saw the front living room as it is when we walked in, just like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I slept in that back room there. I called my mom, see what him and her had going on. She told me, and I told her what he had done did, man. And I let my mom handle it from there.
Did it continue, or was it just like
no,
one?
I was at there when he had done all that right there. He was sitting right there where y'all found him.
Okay.
Where y'all found him at and where I saw him sitting
So
there.
he hadn't moved. Okay.
Yeah.
So he had some other stuff going on. Do you know what he's got going on with him?
So that's the call.
All right, so I want y'all to kind of see that, right? Because that was just a random video that popped up, right? And that's the mentality of stuff that we see happening. That right there. Now, y'all notice how the dad to this grown man that's getting arrested, when the police showed up, his aggression with them was like, y'all deal with my son like a man, and y'all don't be belligerent with him, because if y'all get belligerent, I'm gonna get belligerent with y'all. That's what he was telling them. He told them that straight up. Then the son gets arrested, brought outside. As he walking outside, he like, F you to his daddy. F you get me locked up, blah, 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 just going off. On the same man, the same dad that just said, handle my son like a man. Your son talking to you like that. Then the dad, hey man, what happened? Like what had all this start? Man, I don't know, man. I was asleep. I heard do stuff breaking or whatever, falling. I get woke up, and I guess him and my mama got something going on, so I let her handle it. What? You let your son, that's a grown man, tear up the house, and you gonna let your mama, his grandmama, deal with him. Therein lies the problem, right? Therein lies the problem. You a grown man. You more concerned with the police dealing with him rather than how he treating your mama. That's your son doing all that, demolishing the house, and you gonna let your mama deal with him? Hey, he said it, man. He said, hey, what that man said, let me go back to it. What did he say in the beginning?
That's my mom. I don't care for police, but y'all got a job to do. I don't want to get involved with it because that's my son.
Okay.
I was just waiting. He woke me up. But please talk to him before you get belligerent. Or I'm gonna get belligerent.
Was he
Okay?
running? What was he doing before we got here?
Well,
Before that.
Hello.
Yeah, he said he gonna get belligerent now, but what he said something before that too. I'm gonna let him say it for himself. I ain't gonna put no words in his mouth.
I haven't been in my son not to go in. But so,
Is it Maurice?
that's my
Yeah.
son.
I'm gonna talk. Please, sir. Look here. I'm gonna say this from my heart. I'm a black man. That's my son. Y'all gonna handle this
I'm a black man.
situation. Handle him like a man.
Does
He a black man. He telling you, hey, he telling y'all for himself. There's a black man raising another black man to be like that. And we want to get mad at y'all want to get mad at police. What you mad at police for? He raising a demon. And he gonna let that boy talk and act and treat his mama like that. He breaking stuff in her house. He ain't trying to deal with that. He said it to the police. Man, I try to stay up out of that, man. That's their business. Negro, what? That's your business. That's your son. Oh my. Man, that's what you gotta deal with though. That right there. That is what we gotta deal with in society. Crazy. What's up, Shannon? Shannon said cops expected to be mental health. That's a fact. Cops expected to be mental health counselors, and gentle policing is the main problem with out of control people. Shaking my head. That's a fact. That's a fact. They want to handicap the police and then get mad when things boil over and something worse happens to somebody else. Then they'll say, police, why didn't y'all deal with him? Well, because if we deal with him how he need to be dealt with, y'all gonna say it's police brutality. Y'all gonna say we acting out of the purview of being a police officer. Y'all gonna say we was being too aggressive, too rough. Police are damned if they do, damned if they don't. I mean, it don't matter what they do. The society, in generally speaking, is going to criticize what they do, right? Because the media is going to criticize them, and Democrat politicians are going to criticize them. Because them two entities are doing it, they're criticizing them. Society as a whole generally starts doing the same thing. Because what's get put out there is these little snippets, pictures, little 5-second clips, make it look like a certain thing is going on when it's not what is going on. Right? With like the guy in Jacksonville that got pulled over in the rain. The officer said you ain't had your headlights on, you ain't have a seatbelt on, right? And then he got to ask him questions. Then the dude ain't had no driver license, all kind of stuff, right? And then the dude didn't want to get out of the car. So then they had to break the window, pull him out the car, whatever case. And the dude like mushed him in the face. And they were like, oh, he punched him in the face. Like the dude is telling you he ain't getting out of the car. He's actively resisting. Right? He has to get out of the car. If they say get out of the car, you got to get out of the car. Period. But the dude that's there, he gonna film it and then put out a little clip of the whole interaction. He put out a little small little clip where they like punch him in the face and pull him out of the car. But he ain't show the first like 5 minutes where he's telling them, man, I ain't getting out of the car. I ain't getting out. Nope. They telling him get out of the car. Nope, I ain't doing it. He ain't put that part out there. So once that part came out, situation nowhere now because we know you a liar, but you knew that already. Like I knew that already. I mean, a lot of y'all probably knew that. They folks be lying, man. They cap because they already know in order to manipulate the people, they'll just put out a little small little piece, and then people are run with it. They'll be like, oh man, because they already hate police. They hate white folks already. So they like, man, we believe it, man. Police brutality. Y'all shouldn't do that, man, like that. And then the real clip come out, and then they get quiet. They don't say nothing else. Or they'll still say, oh, well, I know he lying, but there's a lot of folks that ain't lying. Oh, really? Where they at? Find some. Because 99% of the time, they lying. Oh, man. All right, y'all, man. I got to get up off of here, man. I got to go take care of some things and stuff. But, hey, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to do the Emmett Till story, right? I'm going to cover that. I'm going to have a special guest with me breaking it down, talking about it. We're going to get our schedule right, and we're going to do that. We're going to present it. I got video I don't think a lot of y'all have ever seen. Just talking about it, right? I can't wait to do it. Because there's a lot of inconsistencies in that story and things that just rationally don't make any sense, right? But they give us this story and they highlight certain parts of the story, so it makes it look way worse than what it, not saying what it was, but they put the blame in certain places that's very convenient, put it like that, right? There's blame to go around, but they gonna put the blame in a certain location because that's the theme that they want, right? It's about racism and white supremacy. So they skip certain parts, right? So I'm gonna present all that to y'all though. I'm gonna give y'all the real, right? We're gonna really talk about it. But that's for another show. I'm gonna definitely I'll let y'all know what I'm doing that one. Might be this week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna call that one another episode of the deep dive. All right, we're gonna do the deep dive on the Captain's Quarter show about Emmett Till. Right. So anyway, thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. Until next time, I am gone.